Hey, welcome back to my channel and welcome to new subscribers. I can't even believe that I have like any subscribers. It's the funniest thing to me ever. But thank you for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Today I'm going to be going over my top 3 SLGs. Now I feel like this is subject to change because these are like my top 3 SLGs except for one. One has always been in the top, but top 3 SLGs of the moment because I feel like sometimes they do change and I'm one of those people that can be finicky and love one thing one minute and then change my mind the next. But these guys have been pretty consistent since probably the summer. I would say since over the summer. These have been the SLGs. And then I have 2 commonly loved SLGs, and I'll tell you why they didn't make my top 3. So coming in at 3rd place is my Hermes Bastia. This is a coin purse that would have coins if I did have coins, but I don't have coins. Or cash, I have nothing, but it's so cute. It is just a little square. You can't put cards in here. It's just meant for coins and cash. Cash fits very well. If I had cash, I could show you, but like I said, I don't. This also works for my memory cards. Ironically, I have a legit camera. I have a vlogging camera. I don't vlog, but I have a vlogging camera. I have the camera because I do some work on the side for another company that sort of requires cameras, and I might vlog. I mean, I've thought about it, and I do like a video journal for my daughter. I take the camera to events that she has, and then I vlog them. I tape them. Home movies. Okay, I've got home movies. If you would like to see a vlog like South Coast Plaza or Fashion Island, comment down below and I will totally make you a fun vlog of Fashion Island or South Coast Plaza. But this Hermes Bastia holds memory cards, SD cards, cash, coins. It's really lightweight. It doesn't take up a lot of space. And I feel like just having an extra pouch in my bag is helpful. Maybe I've got like some little eye drops or something that like medication or something that I would want to take with me. But this is number 3 on my list. Right now, I'm literally just carrying it in my bag because it's an extra pouch. And I might get cash. Every now and again, someone just gives you cash. So number 3 on the list, Hermes Bastia. This thing comes in like a million different colors and different types of leather. And so it's fun to kind of have different colors. Mine happens to be pink. You can get it in a multitude of colors. I love this thing. All right, coming in at number 2 is kind of a shocker and a surprise. It is my Louis Vuitton 6-ring key holder. The first time I purchased this item several years ago, I hated it because it was big and bulky and I just felt like it was too extra in my bags. Then over the summer, I started using some really, really tiny bags and I didn't want my keys. It was something that I couldn't carry my mini pochette in. I'm not doing that anymore. It's not happening. I'm not buying bags I can't put my mini pochette in. But I used to carry my keys in the mini pochette. And I still will if I, have an extremely small bag and the mini pochette is the only thing I can carry. But I didn't like this as like an extra item. Because if I have a small bag I can leave and I don't have any cash, I can just leave this. I could always put cash in the mini pochette. But this, it's just so easy because I can grab my car keys and my house keys and I have 2 keys and 3 cards. Like that's all I have. I don't have any kind of crazy number. I've seen people that are like, I have 8 credit cards back here. What? I don't know. I don't want 8 credit cards. It's a lot of debt you could rack up right there. So I just have two cards, 1 debit, 1 credit, and a driver's license in here. And I have 2 keys. I have a key to my house and a key to my car. My car is not push to start. It is just a regular old car. But I do feel like if I had a push to start car, it wouldn't change anything. I would still use this because it's literally just grab and go. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why this guy and not this guy? This is the key clay with the zip and the longer hook. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, why? Because if you have this, you don't need both of these, right? If you have cash and coins, you could easily put them in here. The problem with this is your keys, to have cash and coins here, your keys all have to hang outside of this, and this is long. It is longer than this, right? So when my key is on here, it is longer and it just gets kind of tangled. It's just not as easy to use because you have to like kind of dip it in the side. It doesn't work as well for me, and I don't like having coins next to my cards. I don't know why. I just don't. I don't want to have my cards and coins. So, I mean, I'll come back to this. I know I will. I will really, this was one of my very first pieces and one that I truly adore. So I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to love it again someday. It's just not on my top 3 right now. I much prefer the organization of this. When I pop it open, I know exactly what order my cards are in and I know where to grab them. So if I go to the gas station and I need to pay for gas using a card, I just, boom, I know it's what number card it is. I know where my ID is. I know where everything is in this one. And for me, that provides just a little bit more organization. And I know what people are saying. They're like, well, aren't you afraid that your cards are going to fall out? Something else that didn't make the list, but I'm sure will at some point again, because we're all gonna love it again, is my card holder. I just wanna point something out here. Okay, cards in here versus cards in here, right? People ask, aren't you afraid your cards are gonna fall out? Nothing on this piece is open. You see that? When it's closed, nothing is open. There is no closing this. It's all open. So I'm more afraid my cards are gonna fall out of this than I am that my cards are gonna fall out of this, because I don't walk around with this just open in my bag. It's closed in my bag. I very rarely open it because I very rarely use my cards even. Now everything is Apple Pay. So I feel like this is more of an issue of having cards fall out than this is. Also, in some of my bags, I feel like this is gonna get lost, that I'm gonna forget it because it's so small. Like this is bigger and I can hold on to it and hang on to it a little bit easier than this. If I just want to, if the ice cream truck comes and my daughter wants ice cream and I grab this, I would still need my keys to get back into the house. So I feel like this is just a better buy for someone that is in the situation where I am, where you're not using a lot, you don't use a lot of cash, you use your phone to pay for things a little bit more. You just need a place to store this stuff because you need to have it with you, as opposed to like you're constantly taking things in and out and you have no store cards or anything like that. I feel like this is the better option. And when I go to pay for things with my cards, I always hold it like this with my hand. I think I explained this in another video, with my hand like this. So nothing is really open. So I just pull out the card that I want to use it, put it back, and my hand remains right here. So nothing's going to slide down the bottom because it's never open at the bottom. I'm not holding it, even if I held it like this, it's still kind of closed at the bottom. Like I'm not holding it like this to try to get my cards in and out. It doesn't make sense to me when people are afraid that their cards are going to fall out, because I don't see how that could happen. I see it could happen here more, like if you have 2 cards stuffed in and you take one out and then the other one, I don't know. Anyway, so these 2 did not make my list and this guy has replaced it. And then finally, as no surprise, in the number 1 category, 100% is the Louis Vuitton Mini Pochette. I have a whole video on why this is my favorite SLG. It is beyond my favorite SLG. If you did have extra cards, if you did have store cards, you could put it in here. If you weren't carrying the Bastia and you had cash, you could put it in here. This is so versatile. You could carry this as a bag if you needed to. If you just had the card holder and you could just plop it in there with your keys, you could attach your keys to the side and you would be good to go. As it is, I think I can actually put my 6-ring key holder in here. Not that I would, but I could. Just knowing that you can is half the battle, right? I would probably have to take off my car key and put it there separately, but it does fit. I mean, it's not pretty, but it does fit. You could do it. You could totally do it. I could, here. So if I took this off, instead of having it dangle on the end, if I took, say I was traveling somewhere, right, and I had this and I had my car key, I could then put my 6 key ring holder in here, take my car key, put it on top, then it sits better, right? And then there you go. I mean, that's pretty good, right? And this has everything in it I need. Like, if there was an emergency in the middle of the night, I had to run out of the house, and I had this and that, I would be fine. Like, there's no, I have lip products, I have concealer, I have a Band-Aid, I have headache medicine, I have a little emergency thing of moisturizer if I needed it. Like, I have Benadryl, I have a lip liner, like, you name it, I have it in here. I have eye drops. Oh, I even have a brow. Check that out. I have a little brow thing. Okay, so 100%, like, this is all I need anytime, anywhere. And so I don't want to have that stuff floating around in the bottom. I don't want my makeup in the bottom of my purse. I don't like that. It just doesn't work for me because I'd forget something. I remember one time I was doing a conference and it was in Palm Desert and the air like triggered a migraine and I didn't have migraine medicine with me, and I'm never leaving the house without this. Again, it has everything. So this is my number 1 SLG, and you could take this as a little bag. I never do, but you could. There are some people that carry this as a bag. I got a bulky sweatshirt on, so I don't know if I can get it all the way up my arm, but oh yeah, never mind. It's that. See, you can carry it just as a tiny little, as a little shoulder bag. Well, I guess that would depend on like what you're wearing, because with a big coat that probably wouldn't work. So, but this is my number 1 SLG because it's so versatile. It can be a wallet, it can hold your keys, it can hold your makeup, it could be a purse. I mean, it can just be anything you really want it to be. And so I have now stopped buying bags where this doesn't fit. Even if this is the only thing that fits, this is coming because it is so versatile. And I could take my cards, I could take my keys, I could take them out, I could put it in here, and it's still all in one place. So my top 3 SLGs, I haven't put my car key back on yet, are these 3 right here. If you're looking to invest in an SLG, I highly recommend any one of these. Prada makes a key holder that's very good as well. YSL makes one. I've never seen it in person, but I would love to. And coin purses, everybody I think makes a coin purse. Does Louis Vuitton still make, maybe Louis Vuitton doesn't make the round coin purse, but everybody else makes a coin purse. And then a pouch with a little strap. Those are my top 3 SLGs. Comment down below if you agree, disagree, or want to see more.